Hello friends, today we are bringing you a post-usage review of MI Notebook 14. We have been using this device for about a month now, so good time to review this and maybe help you guys out there to make potential buying decision. As always, MI has done a good job with the look and feel of the device. It's quite lightweight but delivers high performance, right? Looks really great and feels amazing. Let us flip and show you how this looks. Okay, right, so there you see the Windows logo and the HDMI logo and the TTS logos there. Up there is the place for the battery, and the overall device looks really sleek. It's a metal body. This is the front side and looks really sleek and very pleasant to hold. At the same time, doesn't feel fragile. It's really strong actually. Right, let's open and see how the device looks. Right, so really nice keypad there, right? The Intel processor logo and the name MI Notebook 14. The 14 indicates the screen size. Believe me, it's really sufficient for day-to-day work, watching movies, playing games, etc. I have primarily worked on larger screens, but I never felt the screens to be any smaller. So in fact, I did not realize that it wasn't 15.5 inches really in my day-to-day usage. So it does a very good job and a very pleasing and powerful display. Right, so let's power on the device and see how it looks. Okay, so should be up and running in a few seconds, and then we will, there you go. So like I said, the screen is really nice and bright, hardly any boot time or lag. This is why I keep saying MI does an amazing job of packaging some great hardware and software combination. Let's log in now and see a bit more about the device. Right, so not to be confused, this series, my Notebook 14 series, is different to that of their Horizon edition. But I haven't really worked on the Horizon edition, but this machine is nowhere less than any high-powered laptop that I have used in the past. So MI Notebook 14, this laptop has 3 series, pretty much 3 models in the series really, primarily differentiated by the storage capacity, RAM, and the graphics card. And this is priced between about 42,000 to 49,000 Indian rupees. All the laptops in the series come with the 14-inch screen and i5 processor. The first model in the series comes with 256 GB of SSDs. Gladly, SSDs are common across all 3 models. Given the price difference was really minor, we decided to buy the mid one, which is just priced about a couple of thousands more than the initial one, and has 8 GB of RAM and 512 GBs of SSD. For those who do not understand what SSDs are, they are sort of much faster the latest storage drives, which make the computer a whole lot faster, or hard disks. SSDs have comparatively lesser amount of storage, given they are still evolving. However, I definitely recommend you buy a computer or a laptop with SSD on it, because that makes a lot of difference in the processing time, etc. 512 GBs of SSD is really a lot of storage, but we can still top up with an external hard drive for those who require more. Before we start looking at some of the apps, games, and how the computer responds when used, an important consideration, guys, this does not have an inbuilt camera. However, MI provides an external and, very importantly, free high definition 720 pixel camera along with the device. So this is an important one to note for those who really prefer an inbuilt camera. For us, we always liked an external camera, because you can place that in and around, move around basically, and do things. For those who really want to be stuck with the an inbuilt one, they must really take this note. The external camera, the free one which comes with the device, does a really good job. We will place a link to a review of that camera as well on the same channel. So here's the page with the system information. You can right click on this PC and look at properties, or go to the control panel, system and security, and select system, and you will be on this screen where you can see the details of the computer, the processor, and of course it comes with the original Microsoft Windows Home operating system. So between this mid model and the highest model, the primary difference is about the graphics card. And this one has the built-in Intel Ultra HD graphics card, which really does a great job, really, because we have been using this PC for playing some really hardcore games, and the graphics seems to have responded very, very well so far. Okay, so let's really show you how this looks like. So let's open one of the games here. Let's open Minecraft, which we've been playing for some time. Right, you see here, it should be up and running really quickly. Okay, so look at the speed, guys. It's quite amazing, the i5 at its best. There you go, the game is loaded. It's a high-end game, requires a lot of processing power, especially the display bit. However, works really amazing here. If you see my son now opening the game, right? So yeah, and I'm not sure if you can still hear the music, but worth mentioning, the DTS powered audio does a very, very good job. The laptop is amazingly loud. Okay, so as you can see, be moving within the game. Those who have played Minecraft in the past will be able to relate more. My son is a pro, really, when it comes to this game. He really enjoys playing this too much, right? Given we're talking about high performance um, processing. We're talking about the Ultra HD graphics card for high-end gaming. Worth mentioning that your normal usage, your battery backup will be different from the normal uses versus when you're playing high-end games like Minecraft, GTA 5, and so on. Right. So I did read some negative review around the MI laptop batteries, and I was really concerned about making this decision whether I should go for it. The thing is very important to note, guys. The battery is dependent on the kind of work you're doing on your laptop. So your battery is not going to provide you consistent backup for all kinds of job that you do on this laptop. So, for example, on full charge, we played a couple of hours of gaming, we watched a couple of movies, and the battery did last really throughout the day, right? Which is really good, I shall say. But if you only continue, doing some hardcore gaming, you cannot expect the same kind of backup, right? So any battery, any laptop will struggle to cope up with the battery, right? So far, I'm really finding the battery to be powerful, and as the website says, well, they talk about an amazing 10 hours on standby, but I think I have had not just standby, but full-time uses really. Let's try another game, guys. We're focusing on games because they are the ones which consume or require a lot of processing power and graphics capability. So here's the game that we're now loading. It's called Dragon City. Again, enjoyed by my son a lot. Right, there you go. So the game is... The computer seems to respond very well. It doesn't matter whether you're doing some hardcore gaming, you're writing programs, or you're simply watching your favorite web series. Like this game there, and that's why I said really the graphics card does an amazing job. Okay guys, let's open TuxPaint, one of the popular image editing software, also taught in schools. In all the laptops I have used so far, this is a heavyweight graphic program and takes a lot of processing power. In fact, just to boot, this application takes about a minute on another i5 machine, right? But this loads amazingly quickly on this one, so I was pleasantly surprised to see that. Another thing, I haven't used the latest editions of AMD processor, but having used them in the past, I definitely don't recommend them. I prefer the Intel iCores any day. Right, and this i5, the 10th generation one, seems to be simply amazing. We've been using for a month, but never one day in the month we have had any sort of lag or hanging issue, or not even the laptop processor fan went up basically so far. So it's not heating up at all. It seems to handle all the processing requirement very well. That's what you would typically expect of an i5 8GB machine. Just to give a glimpse, we have just mounted the external free HD web. So guys, in terms of final verdicts then, the device delivers really high packed performance a very good configuration and very well priced, which is 40 of MI. For a similar specification, you will need to shell out a lot more money than this device, than what you pay for this device, right? So having used this for a month, I surely recommend. I know MI is new to the laptop market. They're well known when it comes to mobile phones, televisions, etc. But I'm sure this company is going to make a mark and do well when it comes to laptops as well. Right, that's all we had, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comment. And until we meet on next video, thanks for watching.